into the heroes, we do actually see who we've got. So we've got Lance via Blackfeather, Grace, Celeste. So it's probably going to be a lane Grace, I'm expecting from Palmer. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Captain Lance. So interesting comp, going for very protective of two hyper carries, which will be Hundor and Palmer on the Via and Grace. And on B side, another Celeste again. Tyra's going to be playing that CP Vox 100%. Batiste, Jewel, and Lance. So kind of similar heroes, but it looks like B-side's going for triple crystal and only one weapon.
What's interesting is that Tyrus is going for this CP Vox, and there's been a lot of rumblings that CP Vox is back to hit hard and just to go crazy on the rise with the 5v5. To be honest, this is my first time casting a 5v5 match. Maybe in some way I kind of don't know where to look or where to focus on. I know you mentioned
well, a good thing to look at to start is the camps. You'll see 4 camps spawning right now, crystal tree, weapon tree on each side. So generally you're going to have 2 people on each buff camp, but it looks like B-side are leaving their crystal treant, so they're not doing the standard rotation as we see A-side do, take their crystal treant, take their weapon, and Tyra's knows exactly what most people do, so he's just countering it by taking away that healing treant on the enemy jungle. So that if it works, that will be a really good rotation from Tyra's.
That's the first thing I noticed straight away, but
nice.
It's going to be taken. No, it was taken by Tyra's. I thought Keanu was going to steal that away. Just kind of pan over a little bit to the bottom lane. We do see that Net Toilet is just kind of trying to push that lane. We see Blackfeather is in the jungle, just taking that little bit of camps that he can, and then as I said, we do see the first blood mini.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's Grace getting a kill in the mid lane, I believe. No, in the top lane against Tyra's. 3 people went up. He was 1 by himself. And so Batiste in the bottom lane did manage to push up the waves. So Blackfeather lost 4 creeps, 2 little ones and 1 big one. But it's not that bad for Blackfeather because Grace managed to get a kill onto Tyra's in the top lane. CP Vox is great late game, but generally does struggle early on. In Power lands onto Qualify. He gets a double stun with that core collapse. Power, you cannot tank the turrets in 5v5. They will wreck you. And there is vision from Qualify in that bush, so they know 2 players supporting home. He's going to be able to hold his own, hopefully against Hundor. Woo, nearly going to get a kill with that with Via. And now Tyra's is alone in the top lane trying to push. Interesting from A side, they're really waiting for that weapon buff and gold toe to be up. They just think that it's so important that they want to secure it that they're just kind of waiting around in their jungle, perhaps not quite sure when the spawn timers are.
Well, when you say A side and B side, I presume you mean the A side is blue and the B side is red, right? I just want to.
Oh yeah, it is. Sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure because I know between kind of mirroring and stuff, some people have had issues. But look at this jump and the CC that is coming out.
Yeah, definitely a nice rotation down from Techno and Tegman into the bot lane, and they're going. So they're invading into the enemy jungle. I thought they were A side, and it looks like they're really waiting for that weapon buff, but it's just not up.
Yeah,
because the jungle's already been taken. So nice rotation.
I'm kind of surprised. Oh no, it is up now, but the gold tree is going to be taken. But I'm kind of surprised Hegman and Techno didn't stay with the Batiste because they possibly could have gotten that bottom turret straight away. Because it would have been 3 onto nothing, and with that kind of minion push, they could have done a lot more chunk of damage on it. So, missed opportunity, but we do see.
Yeah, I'm not sure where. Please say in which lane because it's very hard
bottom lane.
to tell what's going on. I was looking up in mid to see what's happening between Hundor and Cavalifar. That is going to be very interesting. 1 versus 1. 2 of the top laners in Europe, and it looks like CS Hundor is ever so slightly ahead, but it's really nothing. And there's being a lot of rotations in this game. It's not being everyone staying in their lanes and the junglers jungling them for themselves. B-side, Hegman and Techno are just invading into the jungle of I'm not sure who's jungling for A-side, but
I don't think they have any jungle.
Yeah, that is something that has been happening a little bit, is because the jungle, sometimes it feels like you're worse off taking your own jungle. You should be trying to gank or rotating to put pressure or de-push a lane. And so you're better off just not having a jungler. So it looks like they are going for a double support. Oh, Impel lands onto Hundor. Core Collapse is going to land. That's going to be a dead Hundor. The healing flask, will it be enough? Yes, it will. Nice plays from Hundor to keep himself alive. I thought the Core Collapse would take it, but the healing flask came through big and he'll be okay. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Carl could be in a bit of trouble. Is he going to get the on point to try and keep himself alive? But he's going to use healing flask again. We have no way of knowing whether it's on or off cooldown, but apparently it was off cooldown, so he could have used it. That is something that I do hope they fix, because it's really annoying not to know anyone who's got their flask. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Tetno is almost going to go down, not quite going to fall. He's going to back away.
I want to point out how well Hegman is playing in this jungle, following and just invading both the enemy and lane jungle, but possibly will get caught out between the Palmatora and L3oN in this top area.
Could be in trouble. It's 2 versus 2. The jump is stunned out by that power by Palmatoro, and Hegman's going to be in a bad position. But can he get the kill? Yes, he can. L3oN's going to go down here. No way he can survive. Will he be able to get Hegman as a trade? That's going to be a good one. He misses the impale. Nobody knows where you can jump, and he tried it. It was worth a try, but you can't jump over there. So there you go. In case anyone was wondering where you can impale, that's not the answer. Tetno, that's not where Hondo wants to go and kill Cavalifar. He's going to dive tight, but he will not get the kill. Nice pushback from Hegman with his rocket leap. And once again, Hegman rotating to do what he can. But again, Net2Let is just pushing away Carl in this bot lane. He must be ahead on CS. Yeah, he's about 9 CS ahead already, because he just keeps getting these minions under turret. So Carl is losing an awful lot. One thing that is different in 5v5 as compared to 3v3, if you port home when your enemy laner is still in lane, you lose a whole wave of minions. In 3v3, if you port home, you lose maybe one, maybe none. But in 5v5, you've got so much longer to travel, you're going to lose an entire wave.
Yeah, it is, and that's something that's going to be risky and something that's going to have to be well coordinated. Look in the bottom lane, Hegman and TetnoJJ just call out Carl. Carl is just shut down by Hegman. And these are 2 heroes I kind of want to focus on. I mean, is Hegman and TetnoJJ. They are literally just owning the jungle, rotating up and down between the middle, top, and bottom lanes, and really causing a huge disruption for the A side. It's really, I think it's something that teams and groups of players can work on and learn from.
Yeah, Hondo going to go down to the big red button. Hegman with 5 kills. But one thing to note is if we look up at the gold lead, it is 500 gold in favour of B-side, even though they have 5 more kills. So maybe A-side, if it's been farming a little bit better, Kiana could be caught out. He'll boot and be able to get away. Oh, Cavalifar is in a bad position. Will L3oN land as a pair? No, he's not gone there. He's got absolutely baited by Cavalifar in the mid lane. That was quite funny. I would have expected the same. He's going to try and catch him out, but nice port home from KV. Yeah, that was a great rotation from L3oN and Palmer. They came through where Cavalifar's jungle had no vision, had no idea where they were, but he managed to sneak himself away. But what is that going to be at the cost of? Hondor's trying to push up the mid lane. Looks like Tetno and Cavalifar are going to come towards it and try and stop it doing any kind of damage. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there's going to be a Fishing Shade. Going to get 2 of those players back away from Net2Let while he tries to defend his own turret. Blackclaw is landing, and there we see a little timer telling us that, sorry, Ghostwing lands first now. They've changed that from the alpha build. Hegman going to go in on Palmatoro. Impale is going to land, but the pushback from TetnoJJ, who's going to be able to get the kill. The fountain was used. Impale does not quite connect, and there's the big back going to come through. Carl is now joined, as has Net2Let, so it's 3 versus 3. It's very close back for the most defensive away. Net2Let, massive damage on this Batiste. Carl's so low, he's 1 shot from anything, and he's going to go down. Big good button isn't up, though. That's going to be a pushback to get people out of the Holy Nova. TetnoJJ is going to try and chase down L3oN. Meanwhile, Carl is going to manage to port home. There's no vision. Nice block from L3oN. He's not going to get away from the Ordained, but will he be able to get away? No! Lovely Thunder Strike from Hegman to secure the kill. In the end, 2 more kills going over to B-side. They must be able to get something out of this. Maybe a Ghostwing, because they've got two player advantage.
Exactly, and that's one thing. There's no point kind of getting the kills if you're not going to take advantage of them. This is even more vitally important in 5v5 mini-miter, because Hegman and TetnoJJ, they are rotating up and down on the map brilliantly, but they need to start turning that rotation into a full-on map advantage in terms of the lanes in the turrets. As we see, that vision is paying off, and Palmator is going to look to get caught out, but does boot away.
Yeah, Hegman deciding that the gold toad was more important than going for a Ghostwing or trying to put some pressure on the turret. Meanwhile, Carl, he could be in trouble. He has no vision on Hegman. Although the problem is Net2Let is nowhere near, so it's going to be a 2 versus 1 as opposed to a 3 versus 1. Tetno wants to go in, and Power doesn't quite connect. Carl's got 1 most offensive charge, 2 most offensive charges. Lovely on point, Faint of Heart and most offensive to get himself away. He survives the gank without any vision, so that was nice. Meanwhile, mid lane, it's pretty even, but Tyro's being pushed a little bit in this top lane. He is 1 level behind Kiana and cannot do anything. Meanwhile, Cavalifar in mid lane does not quite land his core collapse. That's going to be a dead Cavalifar Hundle with some nice arc recursions and basic attacks to secure the kill. So many rotations, and Palmer's going to ult himself. Divine Intervention. This is a 3 versus 2 in favour of A side. Push back Eggman is from Techno, sorry, to get Palmer to away. Lovely vision. It gets all 3 members. The block doesn't quite come through. L3oN going to fountain, but that's another double stun from Techno. And a stunner in return from L3oN with the Githyan wall. Nice damage on Hegman onto Hundor. And Impale not quite going to connect L3oN using the Healing Flask anyway. Crystal Treant starts up, but Carl's going to come into the fight, making this a 4 versus 3. KV is going to try and come forwards. Impale doesn't quite connect, and there's a Rocket Leap. He's going to try and push back Hundor. Techno's going to go very low. Hegman's going to go down in the end, and that's going to be very good for A side. How are they all so low, but they get 3 kills onto B side. That is a 4 versus 3, and that shows, so they get 4 kills in the end. That shows that if you have more members, you are more likely to win the fight. Now, A side, they have to get something. They're going to go towards this Ghost Wing, and Tyrus is kind of stuck. He knows that his team's going to lose something, and it looks like it is just going to be the Ghost Wing. It doesn't look like A side want to go for anything else. They probably could have tried to push down the turret, but they're just taking the safe option, securing the Ghost Wing, and then maybe looking for another team fight.
Yeah, and one thing that's kind of surprising is when you have 4 or 5 people on Ghost Wing, it's amazing how quickly Ghost Wing gets chunked down in this match.
Oh, L3oN. That's not where you want to be. He just walked past there for no reason. They all went to shop, and he just got absolutely killed. That's not good. That's not very good.
Yeah, so we do see the gold favor has now gone into the A side of over 3k, even though they are killed behind. Capturing that Ghost Wing and win that last team fight is really paying off. And look at Hundor in the mid lane going on to Cavalvar, but TetnoJJ is there to try and support Hundor. That damage.
Yeah, it's just enough. Techno's going to come into lane and they keep KV alive for now. But the ultimate is up for Hundor. He might try it. No, he's going to Arc Recursion. Will it be enough? Yes, it will. Lovely place from Hundor, but will Leov dive too deep? Impale is blocked by L3oN. Lovely Crucible from L3oN to keep Hundor alive. That was beautiful.
And now the Anvil's Hammer has come out just to try and take out TetnoJJ, but isn't going to be the case, as this mid lane could have the first turret down if they play it right, and they are.
Yeah, definitely. That's going to be the first turret going down to A side. And yeah, you said that Hegman and Techno were invading into the jungle really nicely, but that didn't give them the gold lead that capturing Ghost Wing and taking down the turrets has. L3oN and Hegman, are they going to overextend? Nope, they're smart. They know that people are coming for them. L3oN, he's going to try and come from the backside. They're going to dive the one turret. Are they going to be able to do it? This is 3 versus 2. And so much damage from Hundor on this fire. Hegman's going to have to rocket leap away. It looks like he's going to be able to get away and back off to his tier 2. But this tier 1 turret is probably going to be going down. The Ghost Wing buff being so useful for A side, unless Techno is going to try and stop Carl. Impale doesn't quite connect, and Hegman is a bit low. There's going to be a stun on the This is 4 versus 2 in the bot lane. This is going to be a win for A side if they keep fighting. Hegman's going to try and run away. Meanwhile, minions are going to get that tier 1 turret in the bot lane. And Techno, can he roll away? A couple of flares coming out, and Hegman is going to get rooted up. He's going to not quite fall. Yes, he will. Well, if our Solar Storm isn't quite going to snipe out L3oN. And I think this isn't B-side are in a really bad position. They keep fighting with a numbers disadvantage, and that is an absolute destruction from Hundor onto Cavalifar. L3oN is going to be the next one to go down. A-side sticking together an awful lot. And Hundor from the back line, you're not going to go anywhere. Absolutely trapped.
And what was amazing about the team fighting is different in 5v5 compared to 3v3 is actually when you engage into the turret as a 2 or 3 man team mini, is that when you go past the turret, you can actually comfortably go past it because you have that gap between the next turret. So you can actually really proper turret dive as a 3 or 4 man team onto 2 of the enemy team and know that you're more likely going to survive if you keep on going past that turret. Blacklaw has landed 14-minute mark in this game. I find it also amazing how quickly this game has turned around into the favor of the A side.
Yeah, I definitely agree. How it's like in 3v3, if you back off past one turret, there's another one right there. But in 5v5, if you go back past your first turret, you're then out of position because there's no turret defending you. It looks like we're going to see Blacklaw started up by B side, and Ghost Wing has already been taken by A side. 4 of them were on that. They have no idea that Blacklaw is being taken. There's no vision. But Keoniko is going to go and spot it out. Who's going to secure this? Is it going to go over? Yes. This is just not going to be contested by Keanu. So Blacklaw is going to now push down the mid lane. But on the bot lane, it looks like they want to try and finish the game. They probably can. Pushing down the bot lane. What do you think, Imperium?
I think it's very good counter tactic coming out from the A side because they knew they weren't going to take Blacklaw. But by having that push in the bottom lane and that advantage, we're seeing that now all of B side are having to pour back. Blacklaw isn't really isn't being taken fully advantage of, and now that is the I forget the name of
Armory.
Armory. There you go. That is the Armory down, so that really exposes the bottom lane.
Yeah, I think it's smart because if B-side had said, okay, we're just going to push Blacklaw and ignore you, they lost the game. Because 4 members pushing down the lane with minions, they were going to get it. And unfortunately, L3oN is probably going to die, but he is just baiting. He does not care if he dies. Turret goes down, and yeah, Blacklaw's going to fall. But Jewel is split pushing up in the top lane, so going to get a little bit more than just pushing a Blacklaw would have. L3oN looks like he's going to go away with that Ghost Ring buff, throwing down the taunt. And so yeah, this bot lane Armory being taken down is really important because those minions are just going to keep pushing.
Yeah, they are. Now we see A-side are over 7k gold lead ahead in this match. I feel like they have some level of control in this match. Yeah, their top lane is a little bit exposed and so is their middle. But that bottom lane, just complete destruction for the side of the A-side is just going to expose so much. And if they can take advantage of that and maybe bait the B-side into going in a different direction, they can possibly even finish this game.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot harder to take down the Vein Crystal with only one Armory down. It has got a lot of defense, but it's definitely possible if you can bait them for long enough. And oh, here we go. Face check in the bush. L3oN's going to get the Impale and a double 2-man stun to echo into another 2-man stun. And here's going to be Vaya coming in. Vaya gets the double, and Hundor needs to be the focus. He's going to get a triple. He's a nightmare. Already got himself 11 kills in a row. There's the quadra kill. Come on, get him the penta. Techno's going to be too far away for Vaya to get this penta, but that is a 5-man ace for A-side, and Hundor has 3 items. What is that?
They got baited more than the fish in a hook, mate. That was absolutely great stuff coming out from the A-side. They just held and waited for their moment. They knew where the B-side were, and now as a team, they're just going to look to focus on that bottom lane, take advantage of what they have. No, are they not?
No, they can't win. Yeah, they can't win yet. They're thinking could be pushed down the bot lane and try and finish the game, but everyone had respawned. It was a bit risky. Instead, they're going to try and get 2 turrets. No, just 1. So an ace, but only 1 turret.
Look at the top lane. Keanu has pushed the top lane now, so that's every lane on the A side. Every lane on the A side has been pushed towards the B side's vein, so that really exposes the B side so much more. And also one thing I think is actually maybe needs to be adjusted coming into the 3.0 patch is the vision that you can put out just isn't enough for 5v5. I think there's only so many scout camps you have, and I think it's really hard when you're captain or even duo captain for you to put good vision out there for your team.
Yeah, I think once you're behind, it can be really tough. And here we go, Tyrus in top lane. He's trying to 1v1 a Ghost Ring buffed Keanu Nakoa. Power's going to come in as well, and L3oN's going to come in. They really want Tyrus and Carl, just making sure there is absolutely nowhere that Tyrus could have gone. Hundor comes in just to say hello, and now they're going to push down this top lane.
Blacklaw has now landed as well. Turret destroyed again. This is being snowballed so much by the A side, and they're playing it nicely. What I like is that they're rotating and they're moving as a 2 or 3-man team. Look at Hundor with Curl shutting down should I say TetnoJJ so quickly.
Yeah, one thing I do like about the Vaya changes in 2.12 is the range got reduced on her A. So it used to be you didn't even have to overdrive it and it had insane range. But now, if you don't overdrive it, it's counterable. Because I saw that it didn't quite hit the Stormforge Spear, didn't quite hit Cavalifar when in last patch it would have. L3oN going 1 versus 5 to try and steal away the Blacklaw. It's risky. If he'd have gone at the right time, thrown the fish and trade out and stolen it, that probably would have been worth it. Because unlike Kraken, nearly. It's nice snipe from Cavalifar because the job of L3oN, I assume, was to put down vision. Yeah, unlike Kraken, Blacklaw then flies up after it's been taken. So if you steal it, you have a little bit of time to regroup, and they can't just take it down immediately.
Yeah, exactly. That's really good point you made, Mini. Every lane on the side of as I said, on the side of B side is kind of pushed. So they could actually leave Black Claw to focus on middle, and then they could expose and maybe even take down the bottom and the top lane as a 5-man team or as a split 2 to 3-man team, and that would really put even more pressure, as we do see, onto the side of B side. Another turret down. It's I feel like this is kind of game over.
Yeah, Carl is pushing down the bot lane. He teleport boots in. There's going to be a big red button. Tyrus, though, he's going to go very low, forcing the in. And are they going to take down these armies? So they get the army down, it's a lot more exposed. But Tyrus did manage to pick up the Via. That is the main damage threat on the side of A side. She's been getting the kills. Although Kiana Nakoa, you cannot ignore him as well. Lovely pushback from Leon, but he's going to trade his life for that. Looks like B side are going to turn this around. I think A side are just going to try and get as much as they can from this push. They're going to try and get the armory and not give away the ace power control. Going to boots away. Kiana Nakoa says, "Screw it, I'm going to try and 1v1. Can't quite do it." Carl should fall to TetnoJJ. Is he going to be able to dodge this Impale? It's going to be close. He hasn't got Rose offensive charge, but the Grace Divine Intervention, it's not enough. Lovely Impale from TetnoJJ. Power is just going to run. He's just going to try and not give away the ace. Hundor has respawned, but the armory, look at it. The armory is still alive, so there is a real chance for B-side in this game.
Well, yeah, they've got back into somewhat. It was great engagement by them. They had the right focus, and also they just had really strong damage. But now they're getting distracted. They should be going for Ghost Wing. Get that damage buff. See, there you go, Hegman. That is what I like to see. If you capture Ghost Wing, it will really give B Team a better chance of getting into this game, Mini.
Yeah, I think it also gives you a gold bonus capturing the Ghost Ring, as well as that obvious buff of health regeneration. Pamatoro, oh, he tried to steal it with a Divine Intervention, I guess. I'm not quite sure. He didn't have vision over the wall. Steal it with going over the wall. But yeah, that's a nice Ghost Ring buff, a nice bit of gold, and more importantly, that health regeneration and barrier, meaning that in the next team fight, B-side has an advantage, but it's important to remember it's not an instant win in a team fight just because you have Ghost Wing.
It's not, but just to point out now, 4 members of each team have full-on infusions. The only one that doesn't on the B side is Tyrus, and the only one that doesn't on the A side is Pamatoro. So we see how much this makes.
Yeah, Techno's going to go down straight away. That Ghost Ring buff isn't as important as you might hope it is. Armory does go down, so that's what A-side would have wanted, but are they going to go for more? Leon's going to go down so much damage on the ultimate for Via, but Hegman's going to come back with his own damage. Tyrus gets a double, and Hegman gets a shutdown. Now, they're chasing down Keanu. Can he 1 versus 4? He's going to miss the stun and miss his Halo Genesis. He's going to go down to Hegman. Nice plays from B-side. It's just been turned around, but look on the objectives. There are no dragons up for B-side to take, Imperium.
No, but they can look to, as a rotation, look to try and push 1 or 2 lanes.
Which lane?
As much as possible.
The armies have been taken down, so their lanes have been pushed.
The middle lane. Push the middle lane. Expose that middle lane. And
the
then
problem is, though, look at their wave. Look where their wave is. It's because the army's been taken down, their mid lane is constantly being pushed in. So they haven't got any minions to push down mid lane with. It's a real struggle for B-side at the moment.
It is, and compared to 3v3, where, even though I mentioned kind of at the start how it can turn around quite quickly, in 3v3, if you get aced and you're ahead, you will nearly always lose 1/3 or 1 or 2 objectives. But in 5v5, if you're pushed and you still win a team fight, like we're seeing, it's really hard for the team that wins that team fight to anyway claw much back in terms of objectives.
Leon is massively out of position. He did try and push Joe back. He hasn't got his echo yet, but he does manage to get the over the wall. So nice plays from Leon. Via did throw the ultimate down to try and give him a helping hand. Blacklaw has now landed, so that's going to be run straight to by Kyle, and they're just going to start it up. If Blacklaw's taken, that might be game for A side. So B side know this. They're going to go towards it. And now, let's try and get some vision.
Can we have a moment of silence, please? Just a moment of silence for who is going to capture this Black Claw.
Vein Crystal is going to go towards Leon and Hundor. There's 3 men pushing the Vein Crystal. Tyrus saw it so early, he brought it home. And now Black Claw is still being taken, but we're not going to look at that. We're going to look at the Vein Crystal, and it's just going to go down to Hundor. GG, well played. Split push down bot lane, and that's game over. Who cares about Black Claw?
This is so much action to somewhat focus on Mini. It's amazing between these two teams. Just keep it on the builds for a second. I want to see and kind of comment on Grace with the double spell sword. Sorrow Blade was absolutely disgusting.